These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, up in beautiful Iron River, Wisconsin. And Josh called me and said, hey, we got to do one last day fishing for largemouth bass on an inland lake. So we drove up here, woke up this morning, 13 degrees, folks. 13 degrees. Got to the boat landing, and what did you see?
A lot of ice.
A lot of ice. So the first thing that Josh did, and this was smart because we got to get the boat in, you took your truck and drove in to break up some ice so we could put the boat in.
Yeah, just the first few feet, just so you can get your trailer lights in without breaking them.
So then you get your waders on and the old spud bar, and you actually get out in the water there and break up some ice so we can finally get the boat in, right?
Yeah, because then once you get the boat in, then you just trim the motor up, kind of sink the ice behind you, and then you can kind of go out from there.
Well, really, there was about 1.5 inches of ice there, folks, and we did get in, and we're cutting through some thin ice now. It's a little thinner out away from the landing. And can you actually catch fish in this cold of weather, Josh?
Actually, it can be pretty good. You know, it's right before ice up. They're still feeding heavy because
wait. It's not before ice up. It's during ice up.
Well, yeah, technically.
No, but seriously, you can catch fish.
No, it can be pretty good. You know, largemouth, pike, sometimes walleyes or panfish too. It can be a lot of fun. You know, this is a great way to figure out your good ice spots too.
Well, 13 degrees this morning. And actually, that sun now, there's no wind today, and it's warmed up pretty good. And who is our special guest who has a cult following on our show?
We got our buddy Acorn with.
Yay!
He's back.
We're going to get some bass today. Hey, folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up. Oh, and we have a special announcement for you during the show today.
Oh, boy.
All of that coming up right after this. Folks, getting ready for fall, AMSOIL makes all the products I need to store my boat. First of all, for cold nights, I put in Quick Shot. Now that takes all the condensation out of your gas tank and keeps your gas nice and fresh. To clean the boat, I love this. This is the AMSOIL glass cleaner. This stuff is awesome. Takes all the bugs off your windshield and whatnot. And for the interior of the boat, I love the Miracle Wash. Just spray it on the fiberglass or any surface like that, and it automatically waxes it, and you just wipe it off. For my seats, I can make them look brand new with the interior detailer from AMSOIL. All you do is spray it on, rub it off, and your seats look brand new. Check out all of our stuff at AMSOIL.com for getting your boat ready for storage. Well, folks, welcome back. We haven't had a bite in the first 45 minutes of fishing, but good news, Josh. Pete Maynard's going to join us. Do you think that'll help?
Oh, it can't hurt. Pete always catches fish.
Hey, Pete, how are you?
I'm good.
You're coming too late. It was 13 degrees this morning.
Oh, I know all about that. I've been thawing out the chicken water.
Oh, well, we broke all the ice for you, so you got to help us catch some fish, all right?
Okay.
Hey, look at that, my little buddy Acorn. He's going to be the first to connect there, Pete.
Number one.
I'll tell you what, 13 degrees overnight. Here he comes. And what do we got there, Joshy?
Nice bass.
Nice largemouth.
All right, way to go, Acorn.
Right.
Here we go.
Good job.
Nice, way to go.
Yeah.
Let Acorn hold it off. It looks bigger, you know? Hey, Akey, tell the folks what you're doing now.
I'm still a mailman.
And you're a full-time mailman?
Full-time mailman. 5 years, full-time.
Oh, that's awesome, buddy. And I'm sure everybody wants to come out and give you cookies, right?
Oh, lots of treats.
Do you really get lots of treats?
Yeah. Yep.
What was that on, my friend?
That was on a Ned rig.
On a Ned rig. Ooh.
Yes.
Well, that's what you got to throw. But Josh, seriously, those Ned rigs, man, you got to be, it's a patient type deal, right?
It is. You got to fish them real slow. If you think you're fishing it slow, fish it even slower. And with this cold water we got, I think that might be the ticket today. Just slowly dragging it on the weed edges.
Way to go there, Josh. You know, for the folks at home, this looks like a beautiful day, but got to reiterate how cold it got last night. And that has a direct effect on the fishing too, right?
It really does. Those sudden drops like that, it's definitely slow. I mean, we've been struggling here for a couple hours. That's only fish number 2, but maybe it, could be an afternoon bite today.
What do you got now? Oh, a little
Well, I
pikey.
thought I had us a bass.
Hey, you know what though? That's exciting, isn't it?
That's finesse.
Well, it is finesse.
The bites,
You obviously do almost all muskie fishing right before the ice comes on, Pete. But I'm sure it's the same for all species. They don't bite all day long in this kind of weather, do they? Usually.
Oh, it's interesting. I actually made fun just a couple days ago when I was fishing muskies in the video. Hey, you got to give me that back. You're not going to take that away. But, they always talk about the fall feed bags, especially with muskies, but just in general, that fish are feeding up in the fall. In reality, that's definitely overblown, to say it nice. At least with muskies, you generally, if you could get 2 windows during the day, that's big.
Okay.
Usually you only get 1, and you spend the majority of your time basically staring at the water hoping.
Right.
Nice largie. Nice,
Nice big largie. Big
What do we
largie.
got?
Big largie.
Oh, there you go. Acorn-a-roo.
Nice one.
Look at the
that.
size of that largemouth bass there.
That's what we're
Acorn.
talking about. Look at that
That is
thing.
a beautiful
Look at that
fish.
giant.
Hey, using those Ned rigs, which is basically half of a wacko worm on a jig head. How are you working that?
You just throw it out and then jig it off the bottom. You feel the weeds and then you just lift it up and drop it.
And what's the bite feel like?
It's a light bite. They pick it up and that's about it.
Look at the size of that bass there, Acorn. I'll
That's
tell you
a big
what,
one.
it's great to have the old corn in the boat, It really is. Hey, Josh, how long have you two been friends, fishing buddies?
Oh gosh, we've been friends for what? Probably 15 years. We
Yeah,
actually
at least.
we used to work together. We used to cook together at the Spot Supper Club back in the day.
Yeah,
and
that
we
was
kinda
fun.
became fishing buddies ever since. So.
Right.
Well, everybody that watches our show loves the Acorn. Hold that up, buddy.
And he usually does catch the biggest fish.
That is a beauty
That's a
right
heavy
there.
one.
How deep was that, Josh?
That one was probably in about 10 feet of water. That was actually up on the flat.
Okay.
Up on the weed flat. So we're fishing deep cabbage weeds. And yeah, that one came out about 10
And
feet
we
of water.
should mention, too, that on the Mega Live 2, we saw bluegills on top of the weeds for the first time. That's a good sign, right?
We did, and yep, that's a very good sign, because as they start raising up, the game fish below them are going to start raising up too, and hopefully they get more and more aggressive as the day goes on.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Save $30 on the world's easiest fish finder, the Vexilar FL 8SE Gens Pack. Now just $299.99.
We got to tell the folks, Josh, this certainly isn't one after another. What do you got, a small pike?
Yeah, a little pike. It looks kind of small compared to Acorn's last big bass he caught.
Well, that's all right, man. This is the type of day where the folks at home shouldn't expect a lot of big fish,
No.
But again, as Pete talked about before, we're just hoping for that window, right?
Yeah, we're just hoping for a window to open up where we can get them back.
Pete's got a
Pete's
fish.
one.
Pete's got a fish.
All right.
Maybe the window's open.
We're doubling up on
Here
pike.
he is.
We got a
Look at
pike
that,
window.
a little small pike. Maybe I'll cast out and catch a 30-inch
Yeah,
pike.
get out there and get the big bite.
Yeah.
I think you got me beat on that one. Well, just by a little bit.
I don't know. I picked a half inch. I got you by a half inch for sure.
Come on, break the streak
This
of
isn't
small
as big
pike.
as the
Hey,
first
there you go.
one.
We'll take that one.
We'll take that.
We'll take that one.
Yeah, all right, wait. I'll tell you what, that
Nice.
acorn, he is a
Another
stick,
bite.
isn't he, Pete?
Another nice bass
Oh, he
there.
is amazing.
Look at that.
Atta boy.
Hey, Josh,
That.
why do you go to a Ned rig this time of year?
It's just something real slow, John. I mean, they're very lethargic. They don't really want a fast-moving bait. You just want to get down in their face. They're on the bottom, and a lot of times they just pick that bait up off the bottom. It's not when it's dropping. A lot of times it's on the bottom, and they just go down and grab it.
How'd that bite feel? Was that a little more aggressive?
No, that was right off the right off the bottom. He just picked it up.
You got to get yours in first.
Okay, I'll get mine in first. We got 2 at a time here, gang. Let's see.
Oh, you got a pike on.
I've got an actually
bigger pike.
Here, I'll get the net for you on
Here's
that one, John.
mine.
That's a
Here's
nice
mine.
pike.
Here's
That's a real
mine.
nice pike.
Unfortunately, they're both pike.
Are they?
I think I can land mine.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to get tangles.
Pete just said it's going to get better as the day goes on. That was 30 seconds ago. Look at that one, though, Josh.
That's not bad. No.
You know? And Pete, we got to have them held up together here. Come on.
You have to.
No, but I mean, it really, seriously, we got out here, folks, this morning after that cold night. We didn't get a bite the first 45 minutes.
No, we did not. Nothing.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Josh Abreu.
There we go. Nice largie, I think.
The hot streak continues. Got to get that net
Yeah,
there,
we might
Acorn.
need a net, Acorn.
Come on, Acorn. Do some work over here, buddy. You know, go, 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 go. Here he comes. Here he comes. Acorn's
Here
coming.
he is.
Wow. Oh, that's a nice one, Josh.
Yeah, that's a good one there. He was hungry too. He ate it good.
And
Yeah.
Josh, so these pike will, right? Well, I suppose these pike aren't big enough to eat the bass, but they'll hang out together this time of year?
Yeah, they will be together. In this lake, they're all feeding on bluegills, just small bluegills. So yeah, generally anywhere you're gonna find pike, you'll find bass too. They're all mixed together.
We got now?
Pike.
Oh.
Little pike, yeah.
Well, that's all right, Josh. Hey, you know, when the pole's bending, it's fun, right?
No, it really is, especially when you don't know what you got, whether it's a pike or a bass. But
And taking a look right now at the Mega Live 2, you can see the sharp weed edge that we're fishing. And you like to stay on that edge and cast into the weeds?
I do, yep, cast into the weeds. A lot of times they'll be right on the edge, but right now it seems like most of the bluegills we're seeing are up in the weeds over the top of it. So these fish are kind of ambushing them from inside those cabbage weeds. And that's what's nice about this lake. It's a clear lake, so the cabbage weeds right now are still green. They're not going to die till middle of the winter.
And yeah, again, looking at that Mega Live 2, you can see that abrupt end of the weeds, and that's where we're casting in from.
Yeah, it's a big weed wall, that's for sure.
We were fishing the lakes around Iron River, Wisconsin, a 6-hour drive from Milwaukee, 7 hours from Chicago, and 3 hours from Minneapolis.
I'll tell you what, folks, the new hot item for ice fishing this year is 2B fishing and Elliott jigging rods. And right now at Fleet Farm, they have the best price guarantee. They are perfectly balanced with ultimate sensitivity and designed to fish all your favorite ice baits under the ice. Whether you're chasing panfish, walleyes, or lake trout, 2B and Elliott ice rods come in every action and length you need for this ice fishing season. Check them out at your favorite Fleet Farm store. Yeah. Acorn, you're up there by yourself now.
Yeah, Josh actually gave me a chance to catch another.
Bass or pike?
It's nice. haven't seen it yet.
Okay, yeah, he's been in that rod pretty good. There we go.
We don't want him to break you off.
Come on,
Don't lose him,
Come on, Acorn.
Gotta put the net in the water.
Well, you gotta get him close to me. Don't horse
They
him.
argue like brothers, don't they, Pete?
There we go.
Oh, that's a nice
That's
fish,
a better
guys.
one. Yeah, hold that
That's
one.
a beautiful
boy.
pike, Josh.
That is a dandy.
It
there.
is nice.
I guess that would give us a bit of an opportunity to talk about your ice fishing service. You do a lot of these small lakes around Iron River, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
nice.
I mean, we got so many lakes, bigger ones like this where you can get a boat in, but we got a lot of small lakes too that you can only get to by walking in, and they have
And they all
phenomenal
have
fishing.
nice pike, you know.
They do,
a lot
really
of them.
nice pike.
Hey, Acorn, you're the big fish dude today, man.
That was fun.
Are you proud?
Yes, I am.
Well, you know what, Pete? You got to get a mailman in the boat. Absolutely. You know?
He always delivers.
Yeah.
He always delivers. Well, folks, I got a special announcement. You know, it was 35 years ago when you and I did our first show together. Can you believe that? 35 years?
It is hard to believe, to be very honest.
Well, we've had a lot of fun, and I guess the announcement that I'm going to make is I'm going to be part-time. I'm going to do about 30, 35 of the shows this year, and Josh is joining our team. So you're going to be a host of the other shows.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I can't wait.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun,
Josh, and I'll tell you what, you've been fishing with us a lot of years, and you're going to do a lot more on social media too, right?
Yes, a lot more on social media just to help with that. And yeah, I'm excited for the new adventure.
So it'll be John Gillespie's Waters and Woods with Josh and John.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We're still going to be fishing with
yeah.
we're still going to be fishing with the same guys over the years that we
Absolutely.
Fishing. Well, hey, thanks for everything, man.
Can't think of a better guy.
Okay, semi-retired.
Hey.
You know, my friend, the holidays are coming up, and you know what I keep around my house during the holidays? Johnsonville summer sausage. You know, people drop in, you know, it's easy, slice it up, great snack on a cracker.
Absolutely.
But in the boat, this is really good. Now, you can't eat it quite yet. This is Johnsonville summer sausage, and 100% cuts of beautiful pork. Then they put their secret spices in there. Then they smoke it, and you cut it up and put it on a sandwich. All right, do a taste test
Can
for
I
me.
eat it now?
You can eat it now. All right, Johnsonville summer sausage. Isn't that wonderful?
It's always good. It's hard to talk, though.
No, it's always good, folks. Hey, look for Johnsonville summer sausage at your favorite retailer today. Are you leaving?
I have to leave. I gotta go take care of the dogs. I gotta gather eggs. I gotta feed the chickens. I'm running the main farm while Esther's gone.
Well, you're going to miss the best fishing of the day.
I am, but I had a great time. Big fun, boys. Catch 'em.
Little bass?
Yeah, it's not a big one, that's for sure, but it's something.
No, it's kind of interesting. You know, we talked all this program about windows of when they bite, and ever since we dropped off Pete about a half hour ago, that's the first bite, and we had all those bites in a row.
Yeah, it really was something. I mean, it was just nonstop action, cast after cast. We dropped Pete off, and then, yeah, it's been a long time, and that's the first bite, a little one, but who knows,
Well,
maybe another
as
window's
they say,
opening.
we're going to get another window.
I hope so, we're due.
Now, that's your very next cast,
Very
right?
next cast.
Very next
And
cast?
this one feels better, John.
Oh, that's not a
there
bad
we go.
bass.
No, that's a good one, couple pounds.
And that, again, is the Ned rig.
Yep.
Which I have gone back to. And maybe if you got a second, do you have that fish unhooked?
Yeah.
Show the folks how you work that Ned rig, because to me it's a very tedious, slow bait to work.
Yeah, it is. I mean, all you do is basically just cast it out. We got a light jig head on, and this one I only got a 10th ounce.
Oh, really?
So it's a very light jig head. So you basically just let it fall to the bottom. It'll take anywhere from 7 to 10 seconds to get down to the bottom. And then all I'm doing is just giving it little taps with my rod tip like that, and then let it go slack again. Put your line right to the water so it just naturally falls to the bottom. Wait another 5-6 seconds, and then pick it up, give it a couple more twitches. But what I always tell my clients is you can't fish it slow enough. If you think you're fishing it slow, fish it slower, because they just like that thing crawling on the bottom, and they generally pick it up off the bottom.
And in cold water, that's a pretty darn good bait.
Yeah, especially on a day like today when that water's freezing cold. They don't want to, they're not real aggressive. They're not going to come up very high in the water, call them to grab a bait.
I just lost a nice fish, Acorn. What do you got, buddy?
It's a pike.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Decent size?
It's a
That's
decent.
a little bigger than a hammer handle.
Yeah.
Easy one. There we go.
Easy. That's a nice one.
No, that's a nice fish.
It's an eater.
You know what's fun today, though, Josh? And I didn't really know if we'd catch anything. You know, pushing the limit on this cold weather.
Yep.
I mean, the lakes will be completely iced up in a matter of days. And I'm surprised that we're getting as many bites as we are. Are you too, or is this normal?
Well, I wouldn't say it's normal. I mean, I have had some good days this time of year, but yeah, with that cold water, it just doesn't seem like you get as consistent of a bite as you would, you know, early fall or in the summertime. But
Acorn, look at the build on that fish.
That's a nice one.
Nice one, right?
I slowed down that presentation quite a bit, Josh. Look
Really?
Yeah, he might be down in the weeds, or it's a nice fish.
It'll just be a big fish, yeah.
What do we got there, Josh?
Little pike.
Kind of a medium, little guy.
Yep.
But that is amazing, though, buddy. I mean, seriously, you go an hour, 45 minutes without a bite, and then all of a sudden they start biting again, you know?
It is weird.
And that's that jerk minnow. And when you're fishing heavy weeds, Josh, I like to go to the small jig, an 1/8 ounce, so I can kind of keep it above and still give it a slow fall.
Yep.
But that's a fun hit on that.
Oh, yeah. Especially when they knock slack out of it, you know.
Acorn Ski, we are in a school of pike here like you can't believe.
Josh, your stuff's in my
I mean,
way,
it's
man.
every
my
cast. Every
Josh?
cast.
Oh, boy.
Big one?
Yeah.
I got to get my line out of the way.
Oh, yeah, there you go,
Don't break
guys.
them off.
See, it's a matter of weeding through the small
There
ones.
we go.
Nice job
Very
there.
nice one.
Josh,
Jeez.
that's 3 bites in about 3 minutes, isn't it?
It is, yeah. They're going, and it's all pike too. I'm surprised no bass mixed in.
That's all right. Now, that's another nice one there.
Yeah, that is.
And I'll tell you what, folks, we're not keeping any fish today, but if you want to keep one to eat, aren't those delicious acorn
These are
northerns?
delicious, yeah.
I mean, I
Pan-fry
think
'em
they're
up.
better than walleyes.
Yeah, in this cold water, they're really good.
Hold that out, buddy.
Yeah,
Nice
very
one.
good.
I don't know. This doesn't feel like a hey, I finally got a largemouth. I got a largemouth on the jerk minnow. That's a good sign, though. I'll tell you what, folks, these fish are cold to the touch, too. And it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2025 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Mary Heschke of Pewaukee, Wisconsin, caught this 21-inch smallmouth bass, 4 pounds, on Pewaukee Lake using a jig. Janine Kozar of Edina, Minnesota, caught this 40-inch lake trout on Lake Michigan using a bloody nose. Scott Bennett of Algoma, Wisconsin, caught this 40-inch northern on Lake of the Woods using a minnow. Scott Gray of Harlan, Wisconsin, caught this 48-inch muskie in Wisconsin on a bucktail. And this week's first kid winner is Jack Berggren of Pewaukee, Wisconsin, caught the 7-inch bluegill on Pewaukee Lake using a jig. And Landon Stoll of Pin Green Grove, Illinois, caught this 26-inch bass on a private lake using a hot dog. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, save $30 on the StrikeMaster Light Flight Laser Drill Unit. Now just $169.99. Plus, gear up for the cold with Ice Armor by Clam, with all men's ice fishing apparel 20% off.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
What'd you do, Switch?
John, you convinced me to switch over the jerk minnow. I'm not kidding. This is my first cast.
And you hit on the drop, right?
Oh, he crushed it on the drop.
I love that.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what you got there, Josh.
Yeah, it's not a giant, but it's bigger than a hammer handle. He's fighting pretty good.
And what you and I were talking, so many people
Here we go.
would enjoy this type of fishing where you're getting bit like this, fast and furious. And again, you know, the eating quality, even that size, the eating quality is excellent.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to take home a bunch, I mean, on these lakes you can keep 5 over. Actually, there's no size limit, so you can keep 5 of them. But
And you got a jerk minnow, and that's that show jig.
that is the show jig. It's got those mirrors on it. It gives off a lot of flash, and I really think that helps. I mean, that'll draw fish
who
in
makes
from ways
that
away.
show jig?
Kalen's does.
Kalen's.
Yep. Got another one, John. I should have switched hours ago.
Well, that jerk minnow's fun to fish. It's faster than that Ned rig, you know?
Yeah,
Don't you agree? What do you got?
Acorn, I might need the net on this one. It's a decent one.
Oh, yeah.
All
There
right.
you go, buddy. Look at that, man.
Yeah, these are all nice size. I mean, we haven't caught a giant yet, but a lot of nice built size fish.
Are
know?
you kidding me? These are wonderful fish to catch, especially on a day when you had to break ice to put in the lake.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the gamble you take this time of year, you know?
It
Feast
really
or
is.
famine, right?
Yep, and what's nice too is there's no pressure out here. I mean, everyone's hunting and a lot of guys are getting ready for ice fishing, but there's a lot of great open water fishing yet. And yeah, it's nice not dealing with pressure.
Got a bass on?
I think I do, yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, nice largie.
Oh, do you need the net?
Oh, I'm gonna flip it.
Oh, a little flip in there,
There you go.
Josh.
It's a chunker.
You know, when I was growing up, we never thought of fishing in this cold of weather. You know, open water, we were waiting for ice. But what we proved today is fish do bite.
Yeah, they will bite all the way till ice up. So if you can, yeah, get out on the water.
Are you fishing on the edge of the weeds
Yeah,
now?
this one came off the edge, and this feels like good fish. Acorn, I'm gonna need the net on this one.
Okay, buddy, way to end our day. I hope it's a big one.
It's fighting like a big bass.
Is it really?
I think so. Oh, he's peeling drag.
Hurry,
I'm
Acorn,
working
hurry.
on it.
Oh, I hope he doesn't come off. I think it's a nice fish, John. Now I don't think it's a bass. It's pulling too hard.
Really?
Might be a big pike. Oh, he's peeling.
Oh,
come off.
John.
I just got a small jig head on there.
Take your time, buddy. Take your time.
That Elliott rod is doubled over. He's buried in the weeds, John. I'm gonna put some pressure on him here. Oh boy, here. The fish might be in it.
In the clump of weeds?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a big clump of weeds. Do you guys see a fish? I don't
see any
I don't know if
fish.
he's in there or
You
not.
want me to take
Here,
the
let's
whole
just try to
clump?
get some of the weeds off of there. He might be off. Oh, yeah, he's there.
He's there.
Yep,
He's there.
He's
Get him.
Take him.
Get him.
Take
He's
him.
on. What is it, John?
It's a nice pike.
All right.
Oh my
we
gosh,
got
look
it.
at all these weeds. This is crazy.
Can you get him?
I'm gonna try. He's in them all.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that pike.
Oh,
Nice.
look
Right
at
out of all
that,
the weeds.
buddy.
Look at the big belly on that thing.
Look at the size
Hey,
of
Corey, you
that
want to take
pike.
some of those weeds off him?
So what did he do? He hit and just took you down into a giant weed clump.
Yeah, he did. And to be honest, when he came up, we didn't even know if he was still on it. And
So
we're getting all just covered in mud and weeds now. But yeah, we didn't see him at all. So I'm grabbing a few weeds off. I figured he got off, and I see his head. I'm like, oh, Acorn, net him. And
That's a beautiful
look at the
fish.
big belly on that thing.
Now you got him up to 40 in this spot, huh?
I have, yeah.
Wow,
this one's
that's
probably a 35 incher or so, but he's a
No, it's
heavy
the
one.
build that's so gorgeous.
Yeah, big belly.
You know? Nice job, Josh.
Yeah, that's what we've been waiting for to kind of end it. Just a big fat pike like that. I like it.
I can't get you out of here.
Oh, it's
The
a nice
temperature's
largie.
dropping. What do you got?
Nice largie. I'm gonna flip him, I think.
You're gonna flip that one in?
Yeah, he's head shaking pretty good. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You guys were spot on, though, at saying to stay until dark, you know?
Yeah, a lot of times that evening bite, even when it's cold water, they can fire up. There's another one, John. They are turning on.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I
nice
just
largie.
lost another nice
we go.
bass there, Josh. Quick, I need another jerk minnow.
Oh, you broke off?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he
jeez.
took
Oh, he
my
took it,
jerk
okay.
minnow. Look at that. Hey, get
Yeah,
back
we
in
got to
the
get
water.
back in the water. Oh, look at this. There we go.
Hey,
Another species.
another species.
I did not
Actually,
expect that. Nice
That's
big,
a nice crappie.
That is a nice crappie.
It's kind of late in the evening. I'd throw the bobber out with a scrub on it, you know?
We might have to.
That's not a bad crop.
No,
Great day of fishing, Joshy.
it really has been.
Josh Teigen guides Bayfield County on a daily basis. For more information, give Josh a call. That phone number is 715-813-0575. 813-0575.
They say things aren't built like they used to be. Tell that to John Johnson, the craftsman behind Recon Boats. He and his small team make each boat by hand, maintaining the highest standards. Every shred of fiberglass, every stitch of upholstery, every latch, hinge, and switch. It's all in the details, which is why the angler is at the forefront of the design philosophy for every Recon boat. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen.
If you're going to stay, Josh, I'm going to keep casting. I don't care how cold it is.
That's not a bad one.
Not a bad pike there. Boy, we have caught a lot of fish today.
We
haven't
really
we?
have. I mean, we got to be pushing 40 fish.
Well, hey, thank you, my friend. We had a fun time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to experience that Fish Lake days before it ices up, and we did, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know if I'm going to fish it. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.